It's a new year and it's time for a new pickup video. I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. This is all the stuff that I have gotten over the last week or two. And we're gonna start over here on this side with the PlayStation VR launch bundle. You get the headset, the move remotes, the cameras, all of the cables, and there are a lot of cables. You get the stand as well. Actually, that's separate. But it's actually pretty nice because you can charge the Move controls on there and your regular DualShock 4. I've only used it for about an hour so far. I picked it up for about 300 bucks off somebody local here, and they had barely used it, so I'm looking forward to giving this some more play. Haven't even picked up any games for it yet, just downloading stuff off PlayStation Network. Let's move on over this way. Let's start with the back and then move to the front over here. Over here I have some games. GameStop was having a online buy two get one free, so I picked up some stuff. I got Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, Destiny, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Uncharted 4. They sent me one of those blank cases. That's a little bit of an annoying thing, but yeah, so I picked up some PS4 and Xbox One games from them. I also have here a couple more PlayStation 4 games. I recently got BioShock the Collection. I've played through the first one on it again, Infinite, and part of the Burial at Sea DLC. For Christmas, my girlfriend got me The Last Guardian. Looking forward to getting through that one. And she's also gotten me Batman Return to Arkham, the remaster of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. They're looking pretty good. You know, they didn't age terribly, but they still look pretty good when they're redone. Over here on this pile, a couple PSP games here. There's some more PSP games down there, but you know, like Medal of Honor Heroes 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. What else do we got over here? We got a lot of this stuff from local pickups. A couple PlayStation 3 games, GTA 4, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine, and Killzone 2. A couple 360 games here, Splinter Cell Double Agent and Titanfall. And there's a ton of PlayStation 2 and Xbox original games over here. I'm not gonna go through each of these. So I'll just point out a couple of the PlayStation 2 ones here. The Maximo versus Army of Zin, Nightmare Before Christmas, Tenchu, which one is that? Fatal Shadows, and Dragon Ball Z Infinite Worlds. Then, of course, there's a bunch of the regular kind of PS2 games you'd find out in the wild, you know, Sonic Riders, more Devil May Cries, stuff like that, Resident Evils. So there's some good games in here, but there's a lot of just, you know, the common stuff. And then there's the Xbox originals. Nothing too great in here, maybe just the Doom 3 Collector's Edition. Let's move over here. We got a PSP 2000. Picked that one up for a couple bucks. PlayStation TV. These are actually, I'm excited to give this a shot. I have a lot of Vita games and I want to see how they look on the big screen projector. I'm sure it's not going to look too great because it's only 720p, but it'll still be pretty cool. Then I have a bunch of bagged stuff here, a bunch of PSP UMD games and movies. So nothing crazy in there. Another one that's bagged up, Mass Effect Collection for PS3. That's all three of the games. I just have them in Ziplocs because there's no cases for them. And the other Splinter Cell games for the Xbox 360, Blacklist and Conviction, also in bags because I don't have cases. And then this baggie here has some 3DS, DS, and Vita games. Let's take a look, see what's in here, see if there's anything of note. There's also a 4 gigabyte PS Vita memory card in there. All this stuff is local pickups. Oh boy, there's a lot here. Just things of note like Pokemon White 2, some more Pokemon White version 1, Soul Silver, a bunch of the Mystery Dungeon ones, Naruto, Rayman 3D, Mario Party Island Tour, more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon X, Y, and Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, and The Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. So those were a couple of the 3DS and DS games. Oh, there's some Vita ones here too. The Lego Movie, Assassin's Creed 3, and actually a surprisingly hard to find Madden 13 for the Vita. You wouldn't think that would be too... You think that would be a very common game to find, but they're actually a little harder to get. What else do we got over here? So yeah, the PSP games. I have just a regular black 3DS. I picked this one up. I had it actually for about a month, and I hadn't even bought any games for it yet, but recently I just picked up a ton of games from somebody. I got a second PlayStation Vita. I've had my launch one, and I picked up this one with all of these other Vita games. There's some more over there as well. It also has a 16 gig card and a 4 gig card. But the reason I picked this one up to have a second is this one has a low enough firmware version that I can hack it and put some emulators, some Super Nintendo, some PSP games on there that I own physical copies of. What else do we got over here? More 3DS and Vita stuff. Let's see, I got Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Sun, Super Smash Bros. 3DS. Those are some good ones. And then more Vita games here. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, Batman Blackgate, Injustice, Hot Shots Golf, Metal Gear Solid Collection, MLB 12 The Show. And the last two things over here, oh, I also did, for Christmas, I got the PlayStation 4 Pro, but that's all hooked up and put aside. It's all right. If you have a regular PlayStation 4, I'd say just keep the one you got, unless you have a 4K TV and you have a bunch of games already that support it. But there isn't too much of a difference with it. Let's see, over here, in this case, I have another 3DS. And this is a very interesting 3DS. When I saw that somebody was selling this out here, I just had to swipe it up. This is the Pokemon X and Y 3DS XL, the blue one. And you can see the front and backs here. And it was in perfect condition, screen protectors on both, so I had to get this, and all of the 3DS games came with this. And then last over here in this bag, we have an original Xbox, but not just any original Xbox. This is, and there goes the bag, the Halo Limited Edition Xbox, and not just any Halo Limited Edition Xbox. This is a modded one, so when you turn it on, it lights up. It's got custom emulators and stuff like that on here so you can play other games, and it's got a bigger hard drive. So pick this thing up for 50 bucks, and I thought that was a pretty good score. It's a pretty sweet looking thing. It's got extra fans on the back too that light up as well. So it was a nice find. It also came with 3 of the controllers and those Xbox games here, but I'm not gonna grab them all out of the bag. And then with all of this stuff, there's an equally big pile of cords that I'm not gonna just include in this video. So there you guys go. That's my recent pickups. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'll probably be doing some more coming up here because I've been getting lots of local pickups. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.